What's up, grown folks? This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. How y'all doing this afternoon? I am here with some live grown folk talk, and man, I'm just so excited to say I'm glad today is a great day. It started off kind of slow, but then again, it picked itself up, and I had some visitors, family that I hadn't seen in a little while, and thank you. Thank you guys for stopping by, checking on me. Love you. And it just made my day even that much better. But on that note, I just wanted to kind of reach out. I'm having a moment of reflecting, reflecting about, I was having a conversation with someone earlier regarding finding yourself, finding your self-worth. It's nothing greater than getting to know what you really need deep down inside and how you need it. We all kind of get through a stage and a point in our lives where we get kind of lost, kind of tangled in a web of not knowing what our direction should be, or which road we should take. Perhaps you're torn between, you know, this road and that road, and your sights is set on going this way, but your intuition and your gut is telling you to go that way, and you're torn, you know, in between trying to make those type of decisions. And it gets to a point, it was things that was raised regarding, you know finding yourself out. Stop giving so much of you to everything and everyone else that you forget about you, because you are the most important thing first. Because if you're not together, if your situation is not right, if it's not done your way and in your time, then stuff after that is going to be all crumbled and messed up. So you have got to get yourself together first. And what I mean by that is, sometimes our mindset um, is so in tune with making sure this is right, that right, that right, that right, that right, that, and then we just forget about me, forget about us, and we start doing things for everybody else. And we have got to, grown folks, start putting ourselves in the fray. You have goals, you have ambitions, you have your whole foundation that you're trying to build so that it will be stable for your next generation to follow. You have the responsibilities of taking care of your home, your life, your wife, your husband, your children, your dog, your cat, whoever depends on you. You are responsible for setting that tone. But first and utmost, you have to deal with self. Now, mind you, I know we've all been in a situation where, you know, it's about following suit with what everybody else needs or wants. You know, you're a giver, you're a doer. So it's all about them. It's all about their timing. It's all about how they want to do it. Let's say an example of, you're dealing with someone and you want to spend time with them. You want to spend quality time with them, and you needed more than what you're getting. So you kind of follow the lead of them laying out the foundation of saying, well, yeah, we're gonna do it. Yeah, we'll get to it. In time, I'll be able to get with you. In time, in time, in time, in their time. What about your time? What about your needs? And I'm not just saying this in regards to sex. I'm saying this in regards to quality time, um, emotional bonding time. Sometimes you need to have that individual to connect with on a spiritual level outside of physical, on a physical and mental level. You may just need to have conversation. You may need to be able to connect with one another that has nothing to do with the physical bonding, because the physical bonding is a complement of everything else. It's not the main element of what you're trying to do. So you need them. And when you're in a situation where you have someone dictating when they can see you only, or how they want to see you only, or when they will see you when time permits for them, what about you? You may, right, Johnny on the money right then, need to connect with that person, need to see them, need to hug them, need to hold them, need them to say some things to you that you just need to hear. And what? You got to wait until they find the time. That may be another week or two, sometime 3. So you have got to start putting yourself in the realm of doing what's best for you, finding things to fulfill you, um, outside of the realm of everything else and everybody else. You do need to, I'm not saying that you shouldn't pursue making sure everything is taken care of for those who depend on you and need you, and your direction, your goal. You still, yeah, still do it, go for it. But you have to strike a balance in doing what's best for you. There's so many times I hear feedback from people who are just totally depressed and stressed. They're totally depressed about things that's not going quite right in their lives. They feel like something is missing. Um, they're with someone, but they don't really feel as though they're with someone. Wow. Now that's deep. That's for another topic. But to be with someone and feel totally disconnected, like I am alone. I can't depend on that person to be there when I need them, how I need them, why I need them. It's the little things that matter, the little things that count. And I've said this before in other videos. It's the telephone calls, it's the text messages, it's the emails, it's the special little cards you may send them in the mail, it's the little notes, it's the I'm thinking of you, it's the things that move mountains, because we don't know what people are going through emotionally. We don't know what people are dealing with in any kind of realm if we don't keep the lines of communication open. You feel me? We gotta do that. So back to the topic of today, it's finding yourself, your needs, your wants, your desires, and stop always waiting for the next person to make you feel good, waiting on the next person to justify or find validity in what you're doing and why and how. You have to take the control back for self. You have to work with self. Everything else falls into place. You have to have someone that's meeting you in the middle when it comes to you being able to feel fulfilled with another. They have to be meeting you somewhere in the middle. If life is twirling so out of control where they just can't find the time to meet you in the middle, then perhaps you need to start doing some other things that will bring you happiness, will bring you satisfaction, will bring you whatever you need in the moment. Stop waiting on other people to provide that for you, because your happiness should start with self. Your um your voice should matter when it comes to whatever you're trying to do. And no, things should not be one-sided. It shouldn't be just one person always deciding when and how you spend time with one another. It shouldn't be you waiting for someone else to come at you with, okay, well, maybe I'll let you know, or no, maybe you shouldn't be doing that. You should do this. Or perhaps we need to go by and handle that instead of this. I mean, what about your voice? Where is your voice? What are you doing to make you happy? Sometimes we get into a shell of depression. We get into a shell of depression due to just life, period. Things that you're going through in this world, period, that's not quite right. That's just twirling out of control. Maybe perhaps it's things that happened. Perhaps it's things you feel that's getting ready to happen. Perhaps it's things that's happening right in the moment. But we are dealing with things sometimes that's beyond our control. But what about the things that is within your control? Stop allowing another to control your destiny and happiness. If you want to go out and have a good time, go out and have a good time. If you want to go travel, travel. If you are a single person and want to mix and mingle with a few and to see what's best for you, do it. You ain't got no, why not? If you're married or in a relationship and you're miserably unhappy, you feel like you're in a sinking hole, it's up to you to start making changes to get yourself out of that. It's not it's not continuously the other person's fault because you're allowing it to still happen. And I'm not by in no means telling anyone just to leave and throw in the towel of what you're doing or who you're with. But you have to start taking care of self and stop riding on the coattail and the wings of what everybody else wants, how everybody else wants it, or putting your passion and desires on the back burner. And I'm all over the map with this topic right now, so just hold on, play it again, share it, do all that. Subscribe, do all that because this is what I do. When I'm talking on subjects, you got to stay with me. Hold on to those bull horns. But there's people who they're in the midst of things and they want to keep blaming the other person for why they're unhappy. They want to keep blaming the other person because they don't like to do and go places and have fun and travel with them and take them out on dates and do this. And so they're blaming that other person. But that other person has the power to change your direction because you're allowing them to do it. And sometimes people get in situations seeing the red flags, seeing the red flag. This person wasn't doing all that when you first got together, were they? So what makes you think that you was going to change the situation because you got with them? I mean, really? Why? What? You had a magic wand? You had a bewitched kadu? Twinkled your nose and things were supposed to be changed? No. The message was there before you. The red flag was waving wildly right in front of you. But you went on and you still did what you did, right? Perhaps there was reasons. Perhaps there was things you thought you was going to get out of it that was going to make things, you know, that much more better. I don't know. But at the end of the day, you have to pay attention to the red flags and you have to take care of you. Communication is the key to letting one know what it is you like, what it is you desire, what it is you want. Now, if that person takes that and runs with it and don't pay you any attention or mind to it, then that's telling you a whole lot right there. Here you are shaking and moving with everything they need and how they want it, and they kind of shut your thing down. That's telling you some things right there. But like I said, it gets to the point where you need to stop blaming them. Blame yourself. Blame yourself. Why you not paying attention to you? Why are you not paying attention to self? Why are you putting hopes and wishes and dreams into something that's not hope and wishing and dreaming about you? Why? Life is for the living. You only get one time in this rodeo. Now we have an afterlife, but in this one, you get one time. One time. And you cannot rewind the clock. So what you miss, you miss. What you don't do, what you didn't get a chance to do, you grow, you learn from it, you move forward, and you try to catch the horns and do it while you can, right? So stop wasting time. Stop not putting self in the fray. You got dreams, go for it. You got ambitions, climb higher. You got things you want to do in life, do it. You got a mate that's stagnated, well, throw it out there. We can do this together. We in this together. They still want to hold their little position. Well, you got to do what you got to do, right? Because life is passing you by. So they either gonna try to catch up with the speed, or they gonna stay behind, and you just gonna outgrow them and flutter butter on about your business, or somebody else is gonna be all in your ear, and that's just keeping it 100. And that could be loving the hell out of somebody. You love them, you care about them, but what about you? You have to take care of self first. Stop sitting back, poking your lips out, blaming the next person about your unhappiness. Stop sitting around waiting on somebody else to make a move or a decision about your life, and spending time and being with you, doing things for you, coming at you in a way of letting you know emotionally that they're connected to you, there for you, and down for you. Stop waiting. Wait for what? Life's gonna pass you by. Now that's the message of the day. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. I'm here with an afternoon thought. I hope that some of this will have you go, And if you liked it, let me know. Thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. Share it. Let people know that I talk about all different things from the real, from the heart. This is what I do, bringing it to you. And I can do that because you are there making this happen. So each time you click on this video, each time you share it, each time you subscribe, it gives me the power to do more. My drive excels. Okay? So on that note, I'll get back with you guys soon. Have a great day. Take care and love yourself.